Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
First question, if you were a porn star, what would your porn star name be?
Thunder Tony.
You thought about that already, right?
Well, actually, to be honest, yes.
When did you start playing an instrument?
I think I started trying to play it without the real instrument at 4, and then like just air guitar playing, and then I started playing an instrument at 9.
To which band could you scream to?
Limp Bizkit.
But it's like, I think that's a different kind of screaming he's talking about.
Because they're terrible, and I would scream really hard.
You have played so many shows. Do you remember your first show you've ever played?
Yeah, our name was the Dusters, and it's the first show the 4 of us did together. And I think we had like a 20-minute set, and I was really nervous.
Have you ever played this show drunk?
Yes, a lot of times. Yes.
What's been the worst show so far you've ever had?
Oh my god.
We used to play this gig, and the venue was called The Castle. So we were like, our hopes were really high, and then we got there, and it was like in this suburb of a suburb city. So it was a suburb, and then there were 4 people sitting on a bench, like we're sitting right now. And it was super awkward.
Crew members. 2 of the 4 were crew members watching the show. Yeah.
What's been the craziest thing that's happened in the crowd during one of his shows?
Whoa, I think sometimes people tend to dress up as animals and then go stage diving. So you're just doing a show and then you see kind of like a monkey or a giraffe like crowd surfing over the crowd, and then it's difficult to stay concentrated then. But
Do you think that you have more success with the ladies now that you're playing in a band?
I don't think so. Maybe the rest thinks that, but I don't think so.
Is it important how a band looks like?
Yes, really important. Maybe more important than the music.
It's more important than the music, definitely.
Yes, I would
I
say
don't like
yes.
music.
No.
Especially when you're on the radio, it's important how you look.
I'll just say one word, Californication. I love that show. How did you get on that? To be on the soundtrack? Such a great soundtrack all the time, now you're on it. How did you get the gig?
I think the guy who arranged it, our manager, tends to be a bit like Hank Moody. So there was a bit of, I think that they felt the connection.
He's a drunk writer, depressed.
It's more like he's drunk all the time, he hassles women, and he hasn't been working for a long time.
Do you remember yourself when you heard your song first time on the radio on television?
Actually, I don't. Do you?
I think we're probably sitting in the car. I can recall a few moments when we were sitting in the car and hearing our song on the radio. It was really cool. We all started screaming. Yes.
What does it need to have a good party? Do you like the party?
Yeah, but it's the second beer, so we need a lot of more beers and more sun. And we have to play, and we like playing. And afterwards, we're gonna watch the bands who are still on the festival playing.
And what's your favorite drinking story you've had so far?
I think the worst was that we played Sziget in Hungary, and then I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, I don't know what happened. But first we started drinking like with these straws. Yeah, we had some straws from like this basket, and I don't know what was in it. And then we got the local drink, and it turned out to be absinthe. And I got so wasted. I couldn't remember how I got back home. But when I was like, they told me like, okay, at one point you were sitting in that, it looked like something hit you. And from there on, I didn't know anything. And apparently I was sleeping with my eyes open. So that was pretty awkward. So I don't know what happened in that few hours between that, but it must have been great.
Now, our goal here is for all the bands, we have a very big Luxembourg music scene here. What advice would you give to the young musicians to have maybe the success that you have now with your band?
I think you should don't believe what others say, practice a lot, and write good songs.
Are you ready for our final 5? I ask 5 questions really fast, and you have to answer really fast. Sexiest man alive?
Lars.
I'm addicted to?
You
How can I look cooler?
wear sunglasses.
Favorite body part?
My toes.
Food for your senses is?
It's awesome.
It's yeah,
Hot.
nice.
Food for your sense is hot. Hi, we are Go Back to the Zoo, and you're listening to Radio LRB. Tune in at 103.9 FM.